With the California Public Utility Commission's latest proposal for Net Energy Metering 3.0, there's been a lot of talk in the residential solar world about net metering, asymmetric net metering, and other residential retail rate structures for homeowners with solar panels. But what is asymmetric net metering, and how does it differ from net metering as it stands today? Let's start with net metering. When your solar panels generate electricity during the day, the energy that your house doesn't consume is pushed back to the grid. That excess energy causes your meter to run backwards, and you receive bill credits on your electricity bill. Then at night, when your solar panels are not producing, your meter will run forward again, and you can use the credits to pay for your electricity usage. This net metering system has provided great return on investment to homeowners with solar in places like California, and it has resulted in California being the leading state in residential solar in the United States. Now let's talk about asymmetric net metering. Asymmetric net metering shifts the balance and lowers the amount that homeowners are compensated for their excess solar energy, meaning energy costs more to buy from the grid than it does to sell to the grid. This imbalance is the reason it is called asymmetric net metering. The California Public Utility Commission's proposal will result in a drastic extension in the payback period for an average home solar installation in California. This is a big blow to the residential solar industry, not only because California is the nationwide leader in residential solar deployment, but also because many fear this is a bellwether for future policy changes in other states across the nation. The takeaway from the push for asymmetric net metering is that generating excess solar energy during parts of the day and selling it back to the grid is likely not a sustainable long-term solution for homeowners with residential solar. Luckily, there are several possible solutions available. Since a switch to asymmetric net metering will not impact the value of any energy that you self-consume, the obvious but least impactful solution is to undersize your solar array such that it never generates more electricity than is consumed at any one time. The biggest advantage of this approach is that you need to spend less on your solar system costs. But nothing can be done for homeowners who have already installed solar. Another option is to install a battery that is big enough to consume all your excess solar generation during the day and discharge at night. Even though you'll consume all electricity you produce, it will significantly increase your upfront cost to install batteries. The most effective solution would be to install a home energy management system, like Lumen Edge, which will intelligently control circuits to make sure that as much of your solar is self-consumed as possible, whether or not the system has a paired battery. Low upfront cost and easy installation. Works with all appliances, solar and battery systems. Lumen Edge can schedule electric vehicle charge time or control air conditioning, water heater, and pool pump to match the solar generation profile. When paired with a battery, Lumen Edge can increase its value by scheduling the battery dispatch to mitigate the largest loads or avoid electricity costs when they are at their highest. So yes, asymmetric net metering is a potential negative for the solar industry. But if we start treating the home as its own microgrid with systems like Lumen Edge, we can maximize your self-consumption of your solar generation, minimize excess solar sales to the grid, and maximize the return on investment for your residential solar system.